Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Build It with Smith. I'm whispering because it's nighttime in my city. I don't want to be too loud, wake up the Sims, and you see some of them are out here enjoying the nightlife at the Sims Music Festival. So where we left off, we were kind of in the midst of placing buildings, and then we kind of thought that maybe the buildings that we're placing are not in the right place. So let's just jump right into it. We were beginning to place buildings, and then I started thinking to myself that some of these buildings might be a little too tall. Let's see how they look at this point. So these are actually about the same. It's just that some of these are kind of tall. So what I was thinking about is, let's just play around with some things here. Let's say we move these buildings over here. And you wouldn't know this, but okay, just like that. Let's check this out. Alright, so how do you guys think these buildings look right next to each other? Is it too much of a jump? The architecture of these buildings actually look like they're in the same genre, but these are actually premium buildings, like I told you last time, these being premium buildings, and these are luxury buildings. I actually do have, let's bring over the luxury buildings, and those are kind of right in the middle as far as size goes. So I wondered how those would look right behind these other buildings and which ones I should put out. You know, I think what I might do here is maybe what we'll do, since these buildings are almost the same size, and looking at the Max's Manor, that's not quite as big, but we might play around here, move some buildings around, and do it that way. So it looks like, though, although we're gonna have to it's like we're gonna have to separate these somehow. Maybe we'll put another park or something in here, just to keep things balanced. This Max's Manor is really throwing things off, guys. If you can't tell, how did this end up over there with these? Alright, so anyway, there's also these size buildings, which actually seem like they fit a little bit nicer. Those size buildings. Let's see. We need to figure out what we're going to do here. I do want all of the buildings to not drown each other out. Let's take this one. These are about the same size as the Max's Manor. Now the thing with the Max's Manor is, I really wish it could balance out a little better with everything we have going on. Let's see. I know that I've got those commercial buildings. Let me ponder something real quick. Alright, because this is kind of throwing things off. I was just trying something here. So let's say I move my commercial buildings. What's this? I think this is about 5 spaces, and that might be about 4. So let's see something here. So let's see, starting out here with this commercial building, and actually I guess we want to go this way. Try to keep them all in a certain order. Nope, not quite. Okay. Well, we don't need this road, actually. We can delete this road. And what we'll have is just this furniture store butting right up against the back of this building. How does that look? That weird? Not too weird. Alright, now if the other ones would just fit in here nicely. Two more? Yeah, 2 more. I love it when a plan comes together. Alright, so here we go. So what this is going to do is tap into Max's Manor. So, alright, so this is not a bad deal. Now, we don't have the struggles and trouble that we had before with the Max's Manor being off a little bit. We're going to lose some coverage for the buildings behind here, but it doesn't affect anything because these buildings don't need any service coverage. So that's working out pretty good. If we can turn this way so that they kind of fall a little bit more in line. Or we could turn it back the other way. We could turn it this way. See how that works. Either way. I think it's going to work out fine. So that's that. Okay. All right. Moving on then. We'll figure out which way we want to turn this. I don't know. Coming into the city. It's hard to tell. Anyway, we'll figure that out. Okay. So yes. Now we can just place these buildings back like we had planned, and we will use some parks. Pick my favorite park. We had the reflecting pool. The reflecting pool, we have 4 of those. I like the urban plazas. I think the urban plazas go good right in there. There you go. Alright, let's look at it now. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright. I like it. Okay. Alright, so now that we've done that, we have to figure out. Let me go into my picture sharing mode here, and let's see really how things look. I think what we were going to try to do next is putting these buildings, should have a few of them, right here. And was that all those? Oh, we got these 2 here. Alright, so I might need a little bit more of those luxury buildings. These right here are not exactly luxury, so I could put them in there as filler for now. And another thing, so we've got another gap that we need to fill. We could use another of the same kind of park that we had. Oops, not that one. Oh, did we skip it? Have more urban plazas. We could use the peaceful parks for this one. Just something peaceful there. Yeah, Just something right there, just right behind, just a separation there. Alright, so we'll use that, and now we've got 2 more slots. We could just go ahead and I think I have, how many of these do I have? These are 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 4 of the luxury skyscrapers. It's dark and it's hard to tell kind of how this looks. I think it looks okay with these being backed up against this. I think this looks pretty nice. I don't think it looks bad. And let's look at this here. This doesn't look too bad either. You got these shorter buildings here by the Max's Manor, and these might get upgraded to, and as you can tell, they are ready to be upgraded. And then they would fit right in there. I've got those right there. And let's see. What else? Pretty much all of these right here are going to end up looking like this. Probably like that. I don't know, I might bring these in also. We'll figure out something for that. We don't have slots for everything right away. Right now, at least. Okay. Now that we've got that, there are probably some other buildings that I want to introduce. You know, we'll probably use more of these buildings over here. I wonder how that would look. Is that going to be too tall? Might be too tall. We might just mirror it with the same types of buildings over there. So we've got a lot more buildings required, and we're going to probably mix these up here, but they look okay for now. Alright, so next thing, what kind of specializations should we have here? I'm thinking might be more of education. Like we could put a grade school in here. Let's just see. Put a high school in here. Put a public library in here. What else? Nursery. And I'm not going to put a community college. What else do we have? Anything else? Alright, so that's what I was thinking. Just kind of have this be like a university row, or it's not a university, but you know, just those types of buildings. But I don't know. There's a lot of other cool buildings that we could place around here. It's not typical for schools to be just so close to each other, like next door, but we might do it anyway. Let's see if we put the high school over here. That, and then we put that school right there. We got this one. I think that's the front of that. Pretty sure. Then you've got a nursery. And then what else do we have? Well, we've got the Department of Education. I think which one is that? Department of Education. So that could, if we're trying to make this work, that could go right there. Doesn't really work being right next to the nursery. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll swap these out and put it next to the public library. The nursery is kind of, well, I guess that kind of makes sense. You got a playground and whatnot right there. Kind of looks a little playful, that nursery, to be honest with you. I don't know what kind of, that's kind of a little weird. That might have to be somewhere else. Let's go to the parks, and maybe we can pick out, okay, so here's some other buildings that we want. This outdoor cinema, that's pretty nice. Of course, that's not going to go next to the school. So let's see what other stuff we have here before we get too carried away with trying to figure out things here. Let's see what other things we'll be working with. Okay, we got a soccer field, baseball field, swimming pool. Let's just place some of these things out, because you never know. I think they should all get a place and a chance. Oh, and that fish market too. That should go somewhere, I think. And let's see what we got here. Sportsville. That might come later on if we do like an entertainment district. All right. What else? Speaking of entertainment, let's see if there's any buildings in here that we want to bring out. There's the movie theater, which that's pretty neat. Movie theater might be more downtown. Might put that next to the nightclub, I think. More of the nightlife type of thing happening. And what else? What other kind of... So, we looked at all the parts. We looked at the education, landscape. So, alright, so that might be it. So, looks like we kind of have something going on here. So, let's see. Okay, so it does kind of reach out to a few more buildings. How about this outdoor deal here? That might be something that we put in maybe right there. Something right here. We got the baseball field. It's, for some reason, it's a little odd. So we can touch more that way. Put that right there with the apartments. So does that work? I'm not sure. Maybe we'll move one down here. Kind of spread it out a little bit. I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, and there's still a space here, so we might put one of those next to... Yeah, that kind of fits in nicely with the education. And which way? Is this the front of it? I think I had it turned the wrong way. Here's the front of the school. Okay. Alright. Alright, yeah, so we could put some little houses and stuff around here. Like I said, we don't have the houses now, so we'll have to do a little bit more with that. Let's see if we do have some other buildings that we want to put down here. So we've got these. They're a little bit older, but we could find a place for them. Maybe they'll have to... Let's see where would be best for them. We want to go ahead and get all the buildings, including this one, in here so that they have a spot, and then it's just up to us to upgrade them and stop upgrading them when we feel like they've reached their full potential, which isn't necessarily going to be when they have upgraded fully. As you can see, we want to keep the balance here. There we go. Alright, they're going to be somewhere around here. So all of these buildings will be somewhere around here. Now these, I've got reserves are up for other places. Another couple of buildings we might put here. We may put a couple of these. There's 4 of them. These skyscrapers, but these might end up all turning into epic buildings also. I don't think... There may not be a place for these yet. So... Alright, let's see what we've got here. Let's go back to our photo mode and really see what we've got. So, let's see. These buildings here, they're a little tall. They're a little tall being right there. I don't know. It's not necessarily... It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. These are the standard buildings, by the way. If you're wondering what their category is, all these right here are the standard buildings. Those there. So they kind of snuck in and they found their place. And we've got luxury buildings. You know, just in first glance, I'm not going to say it looks bad. I don't know what we're working with population-wise. It's still got a little while to go. There's still, you know, more void spaces that can be filled. I think we're just going to, what the plan is going to be is just to load up a bunch of other buildings with the rest of these. So let's go ahead and do that because we're going to need them. It's just regular residential buildings here. Put one right there. Put these right here. And then, yeah, we've got a ways to go to fill the rest of this area here. Unless we use some sort of an epic building there, but we'll have to think on that. And it appears that we don't have anything available to do our upgrade, so that's more work we're going to have to do. But hey, there is the beginning of our city. I wanted to look at it in the daytime, but it looks like it's night, just like when we started. And over here, I like this festival. So we haven't upgraded any of the roads yet because you never know, things may change. But looking at it from an overview, I'd say that it's coming together. What about you guys? Well, that's about it. Thanks for watching this episode of Build It with Smith. We are rebuilding our capital city. Thank you guys for joining in, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.